Black nights, black nights, black nights, black nights. Black nights, black nights. We gotta all fight through the heat, through the rain. We stay strong and fight. We score, we cheer, we win, we celebrate. We lose, we stay.
Hey Black Knights, welcome back to the CHS News. This week brought to you by Miss Horn's Public Speaking 2 class. I'm Francis.
And I'm Shannon, and this week we'll be continuing Support Staff Appreciation Week with some interviews with our wonderful support staff right here at CHS. And this will be followed up with an appreciation for the finest words in English language, written and performed by our very own Alistair Greenland.
Afterwards, we'll get some insight from some of the most fashionable people here at CHS. Then, an update on spring sports. And finally, an exclusive interview with Dr. Rai. Now, we jump to Ella and Elizabeth with some of our awesome support staff.
Hi, this is Ms. Simmons, our cafeteria manager. If you could have any superpower, what would you be?
The Invisible Woman.
Perfect. And then what is the best and weirdest food combination?
Ramen noodles with chopped up hot dogs.
I have never tried that. And then finally, what was your favorite part of high school when you were a high schooler?
Hanging with my friends at lunchtime.
Aw, perfect. Back again with Andrea, who is a CSA here at CHS. If you could have lunch with anyone in the world, who would you choose and why?
It would be Kobe Bryant because he's my favorite basketball player.
Nice. And then what's the best movie you've seen in the past year?
Mortal Kombat was one of the ones I was waiting for, so I was like anticipating.
And then finally, what is the ultimate cereal?
Honey Nut Cheerios.
Thank you.
No problem, thank you.
Hey Black Knights, right now we're here with Mr. Lee, who is a custodian at CHS. If you could snap your fingers and travel anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Probably heaven. There's no problems up here.
Yeah, that's true. And then second, what's the best song to belt in the shower?
Oh, the best song to dance to in the shower?
Yeah.
I have to choose something very careful. Probably jazz. Anything too fast, you might slip and fall.
Okay, yeah, you're right. And then lastly, what's one thing that we students could do to better take care of our school?
One thing that the students could do, respect the school. One thing, stop writing on the walls, because you don't write on the walls at home.
Yeah.
You know, it's a learning institution. We try to keep it clean so you can come into a clean environment to learn. So yeah, respect the school.
Thank you, that's
That's it.
perfect. Yeah. Thanks to everyone who was interviewed and all of the CHS support staff members. Hopefully you got to know them a little bit better. Remember as you pass them in the hallways to thank them for all of their hard work. Back to you, Shannon and Francis.
Thanks, Ella and Elizabeth. It's great to see our incredible support staff highlighted right here on the news.
And now let's pass to Alistair with an ode to a masterpiece of language.
Good evening, Black Knights. I'm Alistair Greenland, a fluent English speaker and word critic. Now, I've heard several words throughout my life, and I've forgotten most of them. Truthfully, most words in the English language sound pretty boring. You have some good ones. You got classic, butterfly, submarine, all good words. But there's one word that clearly stands above the rest. One word that's just better than everything else in the English language. That word is Zamboni. Now, Zamboni is a word in a class of its own. It's far above all the other words. It is truly to the English language what the Mona Lisa is to art. The vowels are clear, the consonants are crisp, and the rhythm is smooth. Zamboni is the only word that speaks 1,000 pictures. Now, Zambonis, they're pretty boring objects. You know, they drive around ice rinks, they use science or something to smooth out the ice. It's a pretty necessary job, but I think we can all agree that if they were called something like modern ice resurfacers, then no one would really care. It's not a good name. Luckily for us, the ice skating industry, humanity in general, the machine was invented by a man named Frank Zamboni, who gave it his name. Zamboni is a true masterpiece of a word. Its 3 syllables smoothly meshed together to create an emotional journey rivaled only by the greatest works of fiction. It rolls off the tongue like butter left out on a summer morning. The word is so euphonic that it sounds like bells in the distance and spring in the air at the same time. In fact, Saying Zamboni out loud is so good for your oral health that 9 out of 10 dentists recommend doing it at least 4 times a day. That's incredible. Truly, Zamboni is the greatest word in the English language.
Thanks so much, Alistair, for that amazing ode. Now we'll be handing it off to Luke and Sylvie to continue hosting your news this week.
Thanks, Francis and Shannon. And thank you, Alistair. I'm Luke.
And I'm Sylvie. We'll be continuing this week's episode with some fun fashion, introducing Elame, Mia, and Marquise to bring you some of the best outfits here at CHS.
Hey Bree.
Hi Mia.
Would you say that you plan out your outfits in the morning?
No, usually I just grab random pieces of clothing and make an outfit.
Cool. What would you say your favorite fashion trend is that's coming back?
Probably midi skirts.
And what will I be seeing you in this spring?
Probably floral dresses.
Hi Annabelle.
Hi Mia.
Would you say that you plan out your outfits at all?
Some days I do on like special days like Fridays or when it's like gonna be really nice weather, but other days no, I just kind of roll out of bed and figure it out in the morning.
Cool. What would you say your favorite fashion trend is that's coming back?
I love low-rise jeans and also just really small tank tops. Me too.
Yeah. What will I be seeing you in the spring?
Definitely lots of just like loose clothing and just stuff that's comfortable and like light button-ups, bikinis, knit tops. It'll be cute. Yeah, hopefully. Thanks!
Hi! So, do you plan out your outfits before? No, I picked them out the day of. Well, what's your favorite fashion trend coming back? Definitely baggy jeans. What will you be wearing this spring? Definitely a lot of crop tops. Cute!
I'm Sportsauto.
Hi, Marquise.
What do you like to wear fashion?
Let's see. I shop a lot from White Fox Boutique. I love Madewell. I love Abercrombie recently is coming back. I thrift a lot. Yeah, that's probably about it.
Okay. Do you do any things like thrifting? What do you usually thrift?
The Goodwill on 29 is my favorite. They recently remodeled it. It's got a lot of great stuff.
And any fashion you plan on wearing in the spring and like attached or?
I'm really into, well, I love these jeans. They're from Zara and the wider leg is my favorite probably. And then just like cute tops, I don't know. Dresses, sundresses, warmer weather. Yep.
Thanks so much, y'all. Which outfit did you like the best?
Definitely some self-competition.
You can vote here.
We'll be transitioning now from the world of Black Knight fashion to Black Knight athletics. Let's hear from Anna, Scoot, and Zoe about the latest on our spring sports.
Hey, hi guys, I'm Anna and I'm here today with Coach Alexander.
Hey.
Coach Alexander, what do you coach?
JV baseball.
JV?
This is my 4th year coaching.
4th year coaching, and how does the team look this year?
Probably our best since I've been here. A lot of new guys, a lot of old faces, so it's a good mix between the both, and I think we'll do well.
Okay. And what made you want to coach baseball?
Well, I played in high school, and I just love the sport of baseball and being able to interact with some of the players outside of school that I normally don't have in class, so that's another cool thing. But just being around the sport is always fun.
And last question, what position did you play in high school?
I pitched rarely and played center field.
Okay,
and when I did pitch, I think in the 4 years I played, I only pitched 3 games, so mostly center field.
I was a center myself when I played softball.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
What up, Black Knights? I'm here with Coach Sheridan for the football team.
What's up, Black Knights?
How do you feel about like the offseason is going? How the offseason is going for football?
I think we could have a little bit more numbers out here talking to y'all out there that want to play football. We could have a little more people coming out to lift weights and condition a little bit. But overall, of the guys that are coming out, they're doing a great job. They're working real hard. They're staying together. They're building rapport with each other and chemistry that I think is going to benefit us come next fall.
That's good. So, you know, people always talk bad about football. And how are y'all working on that outside, like behind the closed doors? How are y'all working on that?
Well, I mean, sometimes it's difficult to change the perception of a sport, and what I will say is football is probably the hardest sport to play. Like, you understand because you play, but we play during the hottest time of the year in July and August. You got to wear like 20 pounds of equipment, and you got to lift weights to be good at it. Like, you can't be skin and bones out there. It's pretty hard to be good when you're not really of good size and physical stature. So the combination of all of those things makes it somewhat challenging for kids to kind of be interested and feel like it's easy to do, because it's not. So I think that's a big challenge. Is a lot of people just don't want to put up with how hard and how much work you got to put in to be good at it.
Okay, so going back to your college football career, was there any NFL player you placed your gameplay on?
Ooh, man, that's a good question. Yeah, I got a lot of the Washington Commanders are my favorite team, but there's a lot of players. I think Deion Sanders is probably the best player at my position that I played corner. So he was like the guy to kind of study and follow and watch. But there's a lot of others, man. Charles Woodson was really good. Sean Taylor was one of my favorite players to watch. Of today's players that you guys are probably more familiar with, Jalen Ramsey's really good. I like watching him play a lot, and he's a really good player. So out of the cornerbacks, those are probably some of my top 3 or 4 guys right there.
Wow, looks like it's turning out to be a great season. Let's go Black Knights.
You know, Sylvie, I've actually been practicing my own baseball swing.
Well, let's see it.
You'll read.
Very impressive.
Thank you.
We'll be finishing up the news today with an interview with our very own school celebrity.
Coming up, an exclusive interview with Dr. I, brought to you by Soren, Max, and Leander.
Hello everyone, my name is Soren Povasils,
My name is Leander.
and we are here today with Dr. I to ask him a few questions and get to know him a little better.
First question. What is your favorite musical artist?
Nas.
Lil Nas X?
No. The rapper
Okay.
from the 90s.
Okay.
Check him out.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Second question. If you could change the floor tiles to any color, because we know that you
Can't
despise
stand
them very much,
Can't stand them.
what color would you change them to?
I think a nice gray and black color scheme would look nice in the building.
Gotcha.
Get rid of the green and the salmon orange. Yeah, right.
What's your favorite Marvel character and why?
Black Panther, because it's just the best one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Very important question here.
Go ahead.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No, I think it's its own separate category.
It is.
Yeah, like hot dogs, sausages, those types of things. I think own category. You can put them between a bun, but you don't have to.
Yeah.
You know, little
Good
little
on
different.
time.
Little different.
Yep.
What's your favorite Star Wars movie and your least favorite?
Okay. Return of the Jedi is my favorite. A little old school. And then the worst one was the what's the one with Jar Jar Binks?
Phantom Menace.
Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
Such a low quality.
Low quality. I think they lost the storyline a little bit. It was rough. It was rough.
Yeah. All right. Top 3, or what's your biggest pet peeve? Doesn't have to be top 3.
Top 3. I'll just do one. Chewing with your mouth open.
Just plain disgusting.
Yeah, it's gross.
I
Stuff
have
falls
a lot
out.
of friends that hate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just gross.
Good friend.
I learned a lot the hard way.
Yeah, yeah.
What's your favorite sport to play and watch?
You know, I think they're different. I'm a big Yankees fan, so I do like to play baseball. And I got 2 little kids, so I'm still playing baseball. I think my favorite sport to watch now, though, right now, considering my Yankees are not doing very well, is F1 racing.
Oh, okay. A little switch up there.
Yeah, a little switch up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting old, so.
Gotcha. And final question, what would you like to say to the Black Knight community? Just any words?
Yeah, no, I just want to say thank you all. I know it's been kind of a crazy year, a lot of changes happening with COVID and just getting back into the swing of things, but I want to appreciate everyone for their hard work, thank our faculty and staff, and just a reminder to students, our 3rd quarter is ending pretty soon. Talk to your teachers about doing reassessments and making up work, and just help us keep the building clean and safe. Do your part. Let us know if there's anything that's wrong around the building. Speak out if you see it, and let's just all have a nice, safe, and clean building for the rest of the year.
Thank you.
All right.
Cool.
Peace.
Thanks so much, Dr. I. I hope we get those floor tiles changed soon. And thank you, Leander, Soren, and Max.
Alright, everyone. That's it for the news today.
Thanks to our very own Ben Rekosh for producing this episode.
And thank you, the viewer, for watching.
We hope to see you next time.
Go Black Knights!